Alright, F1, the pinnacle of motorsports. The 2025 season is right around the corner, and ever since summer of 2024, I've been consistently watching F1, or just the highlights of it, like a casual fan as a straight A student, always loving up life. And I'm kind of in this like self-movement and like actively loving up life and, being ambitious and following my goals and stuff. And I realized that we could implement some lessons that these drivers in F1 have. So even if you're not that interested in F1, they do have some traits and characteristics that I think that we can really benefit from implementing into our own life. So in the next 5 or 6 minutes, or however long this video will be, I'm gonna cover 5 lessons from 5 of the most well-known drivers, because it does take hella dedication to get into F1, because there are only 20 seats for the whole wide world. So unless you're Stroll and you just buy your way in through daddy's money, you kind of have to work for it, and it does take some advanced mindset. So whether you're a Red Bull fan and living it, or you're a Ferrari fan and completely depressed, or jack shit about F1 but you're just here for pure vibes, just sit back, relax, grab a drink, get some popcorn or whatever, and let's get into it. So first, let's start with the quote that we saw in the beginning. You cannot overtake 15 cars in sunny weather, but you can when it's raining. And the man, the myth, the legend, Ayrton Senna said that. So if you are into F1, he's like a kid who was very good in driving, but then he crashed and unfortunately died. And basically this quote, I think, is about taking opportunities when we get them. Because let's say that you completely fuck up in qualifying and you are at the back of the grid, then you're kind of fucked for the race. You're gonna get like a shit place unless an opportunity presents itself, like rainy weather. And there you can overtake from last to first, which is kind of what we saw with Max Verstappen in Brazil last year. Completely crazy race. So basically take opportunities when they arise, because the world is giving us opportunities. We need to learn how to see them first of all, and then take them. Okay, so the first proper driver we have is Max Verstappen, and we're starting with him because he's my favorite driver. And I think that he highlights the power of just true skill. Bro is super skilled at F1. Bro is like, just fucking grandmaster level in F1, and he can completely smoke every other driver. He may have like anger issues and daddy issues or whatnot, whatever, right? He still fucking performs and executes, and that's kind of what you need. You can't deny it. Whether you love him or hate him, bro does have true skill. And I think that whatever you're doing, right, whether it's on filmmaking or baking or typing or researching or, being a doctor, whatever pursuit you do in life, the power of skill is immense in it, because you can just be so skillful in it, and that will make you excel. And you may ask, like, how do you, develop your skills? I found that it's just to learn and implement and act. Simple. And skills, I realized, are something that no one can take away from me. They're like assets in a way, in that they can make you a lot of money and no one can take it away from you. Because, like, I don't know, let's say you're good at swimming and you have a skill of swimming, you can't, like, I'm not gonna like be able to like take the swimming skill away from me. Like, what the fuck, no. Next we have the second driver, which is Fernando Alonso. Bro is my second driver, the oldest rookie. Bro is like 60 or something and he's still a rookie, and I think that he highlights the mindset of playing infinite games over finite games. So there's this book, Infinite Game, by Simon Sinek, where basically it's to focus on like games and pursuits in life, in other words, which have no end to them. Like a normal game is, just like, I don't know, Fortnite, where you play a match and your goal is to win. That's it. It's a finite game. Whereas an infinite game is, the main focus of it is to continue playing it forever. So for example, this YouTube thing that I'm doing, it's an infinite game. I have no like temporary goal with this. It's just a long-term thing. It's an infinite thing. I talk more about infinite games in this video right here. I'll link it somewhere down below. So the fourth driver we have is Lando Norris. We've got the baby face over here, and the thing that I mainly got from him is that age is not a constraint. We may think that a lot of things are like age locked and that you have to be 18 or 21 or whatever. Why am I thinking of alcohol? But it's mostly like, I'm talking about, like starting a business and stuff. Most of the time, people think that you can't be professional, people don't take you seriously if you're young or whatever. And because of your age, because you're too young or maybe too old, I don't think so, but I think it's the former. Because you're too young, you're just locked away from doing shit. I think that is kind of cope, because there are hundreds, thousands of young millionaires, around the world. So how did they do it? They're still young. Maybe they did some, stuff that we're just not aware of. But I think that age shouldn't be a constraint. Like, sure, it is, I guess, a constraint, but it shouldn't be something that holds you back. Personally, I don't, like recording YouTube videos when my parents are home. It's just like a personal thing, like a personal problem, but it's not really a problem because I'm fine with recording in other places. And I kind of liked, the dynamicness is that a word? Dynamicity, that's not a word either. I kind of like the flexibility of, recording in random places and also recording outside. If I was older, I would have had my own place probably, and I wouldn't have to, keep moving around, but I don't really care because that's not going to stop me from doing what I like doing, which is making YouTube videos and filmmaking and shit. So I think age should not be a factor that holds you back, and you can definitely find loopholes and other things to navigate around and through that. So that's Lando Norris. The last driver we have is Charles Leclerc, and he's in Ferrari, so obviously he's depressed. And the lesson I want to take from him is that it's kind of a funny one, but even when your people are against you, like your own people, like your team and stuff, you can still persevere and win, because Leclerc still wins every once in a while. Like last year he won Monaco, his home race, and in 2022 I think, or was it 2021, his team completely fucked up his Monaco pit stop.
Box now, box for hard. Stay out.
And I think that he highlights the fact that even when people, like your own people, are not really against you, doesn't have to be that extreme, but maybe don't believe in you or kind of think that you're delusional and you just keep doing your own shit and that they don't really value your grind and your whatever you're doing, then I think that you can still pull through. And Leclerc shows that, because his own team is basically his biggest problem. Bro, F1 is literally peak, bro. In motorsports, I don't watch it that much now, but I still dabble with the highlights every once in a while. I don't really watch much YouTube at all now because I'm doing other shit. But yeah, that's just what I want to leave you with today, bro. Hope you found this enjoyable, and as always, bro, your potential is only limited by your intention. And subscribe, bro. Click the fucking subscribe button, okay? I'll see you in the next one. Take care, man.